Oh, how the mighty have fallen. And fallen they have. CD Projekt Red, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, seriously. Like, was the cyberpunk thing not enough for you guys that you need to go ahead and do this stuff like this? Right, let's just get on with it. I was already making a video where, I was talking about how things with cyberpunk are not that great. And, there were some definitely bad things that CDPR did and some things that are not quite excusable. Well, they just did something far, far worse. So there's this game from an indie company known as Devotion. So this game Devotion was recently unlisted by GOG. And they cited that we were getting some comments and some things. We were getting reactions from gamers that was negative. We didn't like that. And so we, delisted the game. So you would think, like, what would be a reason to delist a game from a platform? What would be the reason? Well, one reason would be to, because the game is completely broken. So yeah, maybe Devotion is just completely broken, completely not running well on the platforms it was intended for, and so it is so bad that the entire platform is now offering refunds. Wait, no, that was Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, my bad. This is a different game. It's called Devotion. Well, it did none of that. Its only fault was that it had the audacity to include a meme about a fascist regime. Yeah, it's a fascist regime. We don't have any other word for it. It's exactly that. So basically the meme is about, how the Chinese president looks like Winnie the Pooh? Yeah, that's the meme that was. And they dared to include that in their game. That was their corporal offense. They dared to put a meme against a government who are pieces of shit, by the way. They are. Like, nothing in the world is going to convince me otherwise. They are literal pieces of shit. Not the people of China, the government of China. The people who are in charge of everything in China. They are pieces of shit. And they are even more shittier than other countries' leaders, which is a huge achievement. Like, look at the other countries. We have America, who still have Donald Trump, and the guy who is supposed to replace Donald Trump is kind of bad. And of course, my own country doesn't really fare better because right now, even farmers are being called anti-national. That is where we are at. So yeah, not really bragging about the state of my own country here. So, China is worse than that. Do you know how much practice, how much shit you need to be, how much shitty you need to be to beat us at being shitty? That is what China is. Because yes, they have concentration camps where they torture minorities to the party lines, to take away any sort of self-belief they have, and essentially slave labor. Yeah. And there are companies supporting that. So that was the problem with this game. And CD Projekt Red basically said, we were getting some comments from gamers and that's why we decided to remove the game. Yeah, sure, CDPR, you got them from gamers. Gamers. And absolutely not the people who are sitting on top of the Chinese government who were pressurizing you, saying that maybe they won't allow you to sell your games in China. It's absolutely not that. It's just that you were very concerned about the images and the narrative that this game was putting forward by its meme. Yeah, I completely believe you, CDPR. And that is like the tip of the iceberg with them, because they have been even more unethical in this last week than they have been during their entire existence. And I know many people said that there was crunch time and all that. Guys, I'm going to be real with you. I don't care much about crunch time. Yes, there are some very bad crunching issues in the industry. I know. I absolutely know. And I have not crunched nearly as bad as some studios have. Like, for example, we got reports from Last of Us 2 studio. What was it? Naughty Dog. They were crunching really bad. And CD Projekt Red, to their defense, they weren't going that far. They had one extra day for like 2 or 3 months. So they were working on the Saturdays as well, I'm assuming. And so they had one extra work day for like 2 months, which is okay. It's not that bad. And plus they are getting very well compensated. It's not like Bethesda, who basically screwed their developers off their paychecks. Because CD Projekt Red said that even though, yes, we did not get the Metascore that we wanted, we are still going to pay the developers, which they should have. It's not like they're doing some huge, it's not like they're granting some huge favor to the developers. They're just paying them what they're owed. And we are in a point in our world where we have to praise that, because there are so many developers who don't get paid properly. Like, we have heard so many stories about layoffs, about CEOs getting multi-million dollar bonus checks, and then they are laying off 800 employees, 900 employees. We have seen these things happen. And so, considering all that, yes, they are still good. They are barely good. And it's just, yeah, so that was not even the tip of the iceberg, as I said, because guess what? The game is completely broken in the older gen consoles. So much so that Sony and Microsoft both are now offering refunds to every single person who bought the game. And I know many people have said on the internet that, "Ooh, these are 8-year-old PCs and of course they don't run the game properly." Are you fucking idiotic? If the game doesn't run properly, look, you know what? Yes, you are right. These machines are 7-8 years old. They are not supposed to run this game, but guess what? My laptop is running this game. My laptop has a 1050 Ti, which I would say is only slightly faster than the consoles. So with proper optimization, it should run goddamn well on the consoles. I'm not running it that far bad. Like, an Xbox One can't even maintain a 720p resolution. Like, that is ridiculous. And okay, you know what? Fine. Let's just forget about the old gen consoles. You know what? They can never under any circumstance run on those old consoles. Fine. Then why release the game? If you know that your product does not work on that particular platform, why do you release that game on that platform? In the video that I criticized Ubisoft for releasing a broken product, I said, how dare they release a game that does not work? And I will say the same thing for CDPR. And you know what? I'll even excuse that. You know what? I'll excuse that for you. These are very old systems. They said that they were going to release it. They released it. It's broken. You know what? Fine. Then why did they not provide review copies for that to the reviewers? And why did they not allow footage from the reviews to be viewed other than in the day of launch? Like, when the review embargo actually lifted, no one was allowed to show what was going on in the game. Why is that the case? Why do you think they did that? It's because they wanted to hide the fact that the game simply does not work. And none of the reviewers received a console code. They weren't even allowed to review the console copy before it came out. That is blatant disregard for the consumers. Like, I told you, I'll forgive these 3 things that are before it. But why did they not inform the consumers the state of the game and then let the consumers decide? Because they were scared they were going to lose sales. That's all there is. So, like every other company, so basically everyone was praising CDPR. They have finally overtaken Ubisoft, which is a huge benchmark, because Ubisoft released so many shitty games and pretty much every single one of their games sells something. And to consider that after that huge catalog, they still got overtaken by a company that had one game in their arsenal. Yes, that's a huge feat. But now they are just becoming every single company that is already out there. How is it any different? If EA would have done this, everyone would have eaten them alive. Hell, EA did do this with Anthem and people ate them alive. Ubisoft did this and people were not happy. Ubisoft had to come out and say that we will never ever show anything that is not running on the base console. And to their credit, they have stuck to that promise. But CDPR here breaking promises. And this, as I said, These things are the tip of the iceberg. Because especially after that, I was even going to say, like as I said, I was making a video before where I said all of these things and said that they are still a company that are very consumer friendly. They still don't have a DRM on PC, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that I'm not getting junk with my games. I really do. And I said in that particular recording that I really truly believe that they can fix their mistakes. I said that in that particular video. I was going to upload that video tonight. But then this happened. Then I basically just opened YouTube to look at stuff, and I saw Yongye's video on this. Then I read the articles, and well, now you know where this video is coming from. Man, I'm tired of this year. You know, I said in my other video that 2020 is still a great year for me. Yes, it kind of was. But I also said 2020 represents my life almost perfectly. As in, it is a series of disasters. And this is just one more to that pile. Like, yes, these are corporations. I know we should never get behind corporations. I've said this multiple times. If they are big corporations, of course they have assholes in charge. Because that's the only way these companies actually run properly. But it's just, I expected more from them. You know, for a long time, for once in a long time, I actually believed that, you know, there was one company at least who would look out for the consumers. And they are clearly not. They are licking China's feet. They don't care about the review process. I don't know, I've been rambling on for like 12 minutes. I've recorded this 3 times at this point. So technically I've been rambling on for over 40 minutes at this point. And I just wanted to get this out. I know no one's going to watch this. I know barely any of you are going to watch this. And so I just wanted to get this out. Just get this out there. Get this to people that, you know, don't trust anyone. Now, I personally learned that lesson a long time ago. I can't even, words are not coming out of my mouth. I'm that pissed off right now. I've learned a long time ago that we should never trust anyone. In fact, I even said this to a few of my friends that, you know how people are praising CDPR, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time because before they do this exact same things that the other companies are doing, and hell, they are there right now. They're here. The only thing that is left for them to do is introduce microtransactions. That is the only thing remaining, which they are going to do with the multiplayer. They said they were going to have some sort of monetization with the multiplayer. So yeah, things are not looking good. Things are not looking good because yes, they don't have it in the single player yet, which by the way, I am not going to praise them for. I am not going to praise CD Projekt Red for not including microtransactions in the single player experience. Because guess what? That's how it's supposed to be. I'm not going to praise you for doing the right thing. Which sucks actually in our world, you know? It really does. It sucks. Because when we do the right thing, no one praises us. But when we do something wrong, everyone is on our ass. I know. And I'm still doing it. I'm still going to upload this. So, yeah. It sucks. It sucks very bad. And I wish this was the end of it, but do stay tuned to my channel. Because you think CDPR fucked up? Well, Ubisoft just asked them to hold their beer. Beer, not bear. Yeah, Ubisoft did something stupid. I mean, they always do something stupid, but this time it's mega stupid. So yeah, stay tuned to my channel because even that is coming. And yeah, I'll just leave you guys. I am currently extremely pissed off at CDPR. Like, this is unacceptable at this point. And yeah, we are right back where we started. With no companies on our side, we'll just keep getting shit. We have to deal with shit. We are in shit and we'll continue to remain in shit. That's what it is like being a human being. So yeah, I'll leave you guys in peace.